Yo, what's good, YouTube? So today I got a pretty simple video today, video topic for you guys. Pretty much all we're gonna do today is I'm gonna show you how to make a snippet the easy way that I like to do it, and then how to send snippets out to artists, and then why you should send snippets out the way that I'm showing you how to do it. So to just get right into it and make it simple and easy, what I like to do when I'm making a snippet is to, once I have the beat kind of laid out and structured, I hold shift and I click as far to the edge over here as I can, and then I drag this all the way to about halfway through the entire beat. So make sure I got all of this. Right, so I got all of that in there, and then let's see if we can extend this a little bit longer. So so now I've only highlighted this area, so the first half and the first portion of the beat. So this is what we're working with, right? So let's go ahead and shorten it. So this is pretty much what the snippet is going to be, right? So what I then do is I'll go over here into my sound kit, and then I'll find the purchase sound.
Purchase your tracks.
So obviously from, previous history, is a good idea for you guys to throw these purchase your tracks today tags in there. Just from my personal experience, I'm sure you guys already know that I've dealt with a lot of people stealing my content. So I usually like to put these every 8 bars, right? Oh, wait a minute. There we go. So I like to put these every 8 bars, and I like to get half the beat inside those inside this red area. So again, it's shift, click and drag as far as you want to make the snippet, right? Then go in and throw your purchase your tracks today tag in there every 8 bars. So now this is what you've got so far. And usually I'll turn these up kind of loud so you can't rap over it.
Purchase your tracks today.
And then the next one's about to play here in a second.
Purchase your tracks today.
So I do it every 8 bars, reason being so that you can have a chance to really hear the beat in between the purchase your tracks today. I turn the volume up so you can't really rap over them and kind of hide it in there, kind of like how Playboy Cardi has done a couple of times, and Uno the Activist, a couple other artists. Uh, but I add those little purchase your tracks today tags in there. This is very key when you're sending out snippets. You don't want to send out snippets to where it doesn't have that in there, because they're going to do like how Cardi did, and um, Uno and a couple other artists, where they're just going to take the snippet you send and then have the engineer cut it at the right point, probably like right where this is, like right where this ends. They'll cut it and then re-loop it all and paste it back together and make a full beat. That's literally how V-Lone Thug was made, and a couple of other songs actually. And the reason I know that that's what was done is because I can hear in the beat certain elements in the beat that are supposed to be in the beginning, but they're somewhere in the middle of the beat. So I know it's somebody took the beat and re-looped it and copied and pasted it over here, which is why you'll have that. I noticed that difference. So when you make a beat and you make a snippet, the producer can tell if you've re-looped their beat or not, or cut certain things out. At least I can. So once I've got this set up like this, so I've highlighted the area in red that I want to make a snippet. I've added my purchase your tracks today. Then I go back over into the mixer. Oh, this one over here. Hang on, second screen. I go back over into the mixer, right? And then I'll right click on this volume one. And then I'll click create animation clip, right? Oh, so let's see here. So the create animation clip, you see now that I've highlighted it in red, it's only going to make it the length of the clip, right? It's only going to make it the length of whatever I've got highlighted. So what I used to do back in the day, and it would kind of mess things up, was I would add a point here, right? And then fade it off like that. But what that does is sometimes you might actually accidentally move this point up and down slightly and not realize it, right? So the best thing to do is to, if you are going to do it like this, what I like to do is just fade it off like this. Obviously, it could be a little bit off on the volume if you moved it up and down a little bit, just a tad. Hopefully you didn't. But this is how I'll make the clip. So once it gets to the end, you'll hear how it fades out. But this will give the artist enough to kind of create a song and beat, or a hook or whatever they need, because they're going to have all the things that they need to kind of get started. So they're going to have their intro, so they can kind of figure out, okay, this is how I'm going to start vibing to the beat and get into it. This is where I drop my hook at, and this is where I start my verse, and then I got my whole verse. So that's how I like to do it. So that's why I make my snippets like this, so that the artist that is interested in the beat, he can sit there and kind of formulate and build the song and know with this just this template and this setup that he's gonna what type of vibe he's going for and how the song is gonna sound. Because at that point, when he's ready to purchase, all we do is take these tags out, take the animation clip out, and then you unhighlight this, and then you send him the whole beat. So if you want to export this as a clip, right? You want to export this as a beat clip. Oh, let me show you another shortcut. Another good thing that you can do too is if you don't want to, run the risk of making, taking the alignment off of this little thing, what you can do is actually just highlight the last ending portion, which is typically what I do. I typically actually do this way, but I'm showing you all the different ways that I've done it before, and then I'll click create animation clip, boom, like that. Now it's just a smaller piece that you got to deal with. See? And then now when I play it, it's just that part has the volume on there. So it's all going to play normal volume here. You won't have to worry about making any mistakes. And then when you get here, that's where it'll start to fade off. So this is the easier, cleaner way to do it. And then what you want to do is still have this highlighted, right, in red. So once you made your little short clip like that for your volume, you'd want to click that. You'd want to click File, Export, and then export as a WAV, MP3, whatever you do it as. And then when you export it, you just label it as a file, a snippet file, right? So after you labeled it as a snippet file, you go ahead and put it in the folder, organize it how you want to. Now, if you want to go back and create the full snippet of the beat or the full beat, you'd unhighlight the red, you take out the purchase your tracks today, right? And then this little thing, I like to fade my beats out. You just throw it on the end and you export it as a normal regular beat now, like how you normally see as you can see, I already got one in there. I didn't realize that. But as you can see, I already got one in there, so it'll fade it off at the end of the beat. Watch. And I like put a little like curve in it so it doesn't, just have a hard drastic fade off. And it just kind of fades out, right? And I'll throw my tags in there again and all that good stuff. But that's typically how I kind of make my snippets and I go about doing it myself. Nothing too crazy or too fancy about that. And the reason it's really important to send artists snippets versus the entire beat, well, it's kind of a two-way street. If you send snippets, the good thing about sending snippets is for if the artist wants to use that, they have to reach back out to you and ask for the full beat, so you can at least know, all right, I got this beat. I sent the snippet out to this artist. The artist wants to use it. Now I can take this out of the catalog that I normally send to people, and I'm going to toss it over here and wait to hear back on the artist on this beat and see how the song develops. So that's one good. That's why I started doing that because it forced the artist to have to reach back out and say, hey, I want this beat, and then you kind of have an idea that hey, this artist is using my beat. If you just blindly send the beats and send snippets and whatnot, you'll never know who uses what, which is what was happening to me back in the day, which is why songs would pop out and it'd be snippets that were re-looped. I'm like, well, I didn't know nothing about it. That'll help you avoid that. The con to that, the downside to that is if you're doing that, sometimes the artists are like, well, I'm in the studio right now, right this second. If you sent the beat, had you sent the beat right then, right in that second, they could have recorded on it. But you sent the snippet, and now they're in the studio with the snippet, and it may take you a couple of minutes to get to the beat, or you may not be able to get to it right then and there, or whatever the case is. And then some artists, they're just so lazy to be honest with you, they'll hear it, see that it doesn't, it's not the full beat, and just disregard it and stop listening and not be interested after the fact. So you got pros and cons to both. So you can send the full beat, and the pro to that is if they're just ready to record on it, and you got a good relationship with the person, you hopefully they'll just reach back out to you, let you know, make you aware. But if you don't, then this person just could use the beat, even record a song, put snippets out there, and make bring a lot of attention to it, a lot of popularity to the song, and then never post it and never put it out there, and then you never have a way to get back to it until it actually leaks or something like that nature of that nature. And obviously, you guys have seen that happen with me, to where I sent snippets out. Obviously, somebody's made a song. Like to this day, we're still waiting on certain songs that have snippets out, but there's no actual song, and people still message me and DM me like I have it, and I'm just holding on to it because I don't know, I just want to or something. I don't know what it is with people. A lot of these artist fans are really weird, to be honest. Um, but that's why it's important to have snippets and go about sending snippets. But at the same time, there are pros and cons to both. So sending snippets, you at least know with the tag in there, you at least know this artist has to get back to me. Whereas you send the full beat, you at least know if the artist hops on it, there shouldn't be any problems as far as them like needing the snippet or needing you to resend emails and back or trying to coordinate. All right, I'm in the studio. Can you send it to me now? Like while I'm in the studio, because I've had that happen a couple times. I was out and about doing stuff, couldn't exactly get to my computer, couldn't send the full beat, and so they had to wait. So if you have it, a good thing to combat that though is what I used to do is when I would export my beats out, I would email myself the snippets separately, and then I email myself the full beat separately. So if people were like, "Hey, I want XYZ snippet. I want a white light snippet. I want that one." Well, I already had the full beat somewhere in my email. I type in white light as, and I would always make it as my subject title. So I would just easily just type it in, and it pops up in my email, and I forward them the email. Now, one thing you want to be careful about when you do that, though, is when you forward emails, that the person that is receiving the email can see the previous emails that you forwarded too. So if I forward you an email and then I need to forward that same email to my friend, he's going to see your email and have access to sending you an email. He won't have access to your email, but he'll see your email. So that's how well, it's kind of like a tip and a trick, honestly, for producers that if you want to get some emails, you might be able to sneak some emails in like that from other producers and other artists. If they send you something that they forwarded to, I don't know, maybe some type of artist that they're interested in working with, that's how I've gotten a few emails before. Like I can't remember who off the top. I got an email from somebody because they forwarded me an email that they sent to the artist, and I was able to get their email. I reached out to them, said, "Hey, is it cool? I send you stuff." They were like, "Yeah." So I started sending them stuff. So I mean, that's kind of another way you can kind of sneak some emails. But just be cautious and careful of that because you don't want to send your client information out, and then some people are weirdos and might be trying to hack and spam people's other people's accounts and whatnot. So just be cautious of that. If you plan to forward emails, just make sure you're not forwarded somebody important's email if you don't want to do that. But that's really the basic concept. Just kind of put your emails together and create them a certain way so it's easy for you to forward the snippets and forward the full beat. Create an easy platform and an easy way to export your snippets and export your beats and get it done. So how I showed you to make this little small little piece right here so you don't mess up the volume of your whole entire beat. How you can use this to highlight it so you can highlight a certain area, and then adding your purchase your tracks today tags in there, as I mentioned, will also help you with that. So I don't really want to keep you guys held up too long. This is a little bit of a late post, so I apologize for that. Hopefully, you guys got some good help out of this. Hope you guys enjoy everything that you've seen so far. And, if you want to see anything else, drop some comments in the comment section, and I'll be happy to make a couple of other videos. So, this is all I got for you guys today, man. I don't really want to hold you guys up too long. I know, it's Sunday and whatnot. Everybody likes their Sunday. So, y'all enjoy yourself, enjoy the video, and I'm about to get back to my Sunday myself. So, y'all follow me on all social media. Milan Makes Beats. If I got it, you'll find me. If I don't, you won't. That's really all I got for you guys today. Aside from that, I do want to make a mention that as I kind of begin to continue to do these videos, I'm going to make more of a shift to kind of doing education on these videos and showing you the information I do and doing less of putting the beats together, building beats, and showing you how I make beats because I feel like at this point I've got enough examples for you to kind of see. And then also, too, you guys are free and more than welcome to comment, and I'll make a special request video at certain times. But I'm going to start beginning to move into the more so educating, showing you guys how to do stuff, and giving you all the spill of everything that I know. Because I think technicality wise and technique and how to actually make a beat, put it all together. There's so many other videos that show you how to do that. I have videos of showing you how to do that, and like I said, I'll be more than happy to make other videos to continue that. But I don't want to keep making like such and so type beats, such and so type beats. This is how you make this type beat. Because after a while, it's kind of like, all right, I understand how to make those beats, and I'm not the person to go out and make like a Metro Boomin type beat or a Migos type beat because I'm not super interested in those artists like that. I'm more so into the SoundCloud underground scene and the up and comers. I like seeing the growth and development. It's kind of like watching college football versus NFL. A lot of people enjoy the college football better because you see a little bit more heart and spirit out of the players. So I feel I see a little bit more heart and spirit out of the younger artists that's coming up. So that's why like to make these educational type videos. But that's all I got for you guys, man. I'm not gonna hold y'all up. I'm gonna keep y'all in here about 15 minutes, man. And that's all I got. So, follow me on all social medias, interact with the video, like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, but either which way, interact with the video so it works. The algorithm works in my favor. And that's all I got for you boys, man. Y'all stay safe and have a good one. Peace.